Greetings, Royal Queens and Kings. It's your host, Queen Tulsa, and welcome back to the Queen Tulsa Show. Listen here, we got a great show lined up for you on this evening. We'll be uncovering down low culture, why Black men support it while women are left behind. This is an exclusive. And listen here, to purchase your mug, we do have the link in the chat. In this thought provoking video, we delve into the controversial narrative presented by Lemon, who claims to have downloaded an app aimed at men and the rainbow community. This assertion has sparked a defensive reaction from certain heterosexual Black men who are now attempting to justify their previous rhetoric and hate speech. We explore the complexities of the situation and pose the question: can Queen Tulsa unlock the potential for awakening within the community as a whole? Join us as we analyze the dynamics at play and seek to understand the broader implications of these interactions. Now, listen here, I will say this, that this video is an informative, and we want to um, welcome everybody to the conversation because at the end of the day, it looks like we're all going to have to come together at one point or another, whether if you're gay, you're straight, you're bisexual, whatever the case may be, just with what's going on in with this administration, we're all going to have to be working together. So I'm having this conversation to open up our eyes to broader issues, right? And speaking of broader issues, I know that one of um, the trending topics, and I've put it in our description, was the transphobia. The transphobia here recently, there was headlines coming out that transgender women would be transported over to be with men. And however, shout out to No Hate Campaign, says a federal judge in Massachusetts has temporarily blocked prison officials from transferring a transgender woman to a men's prison and halting her medical care. Okay, so I'm gonna read a few comments. This is definitely a victory. This is definitely a win. Um, Someone says, "Thank you, Judge." Someone says, "So proud of my home state. Much better him as a president." Sending all my love to this judge, a judge with common sense, a heart, and humanity. And let's speak about this right here. When we speak of common sense, that's really not so common. When you speak about people having a kind heart, you don't really recognize that really often in this time and climax that we're in. And humanity in this climate, we're not seeing a lot of that. So when we do see it, we definitely want to celebrate it. Someone says, "This gives me a glimmer of hope after the past couple of days." Thank you. That's my state. Go, Massachusetts. That's insane. Why was she being transferred in the first place? What a hateful world we live in. Okay. So if we're going to speak, I must speak up on my community and the things that oppress me, right? I have to speak up against my oppressors. So, like I said, this isn't a bad situation. So, we all want to definitely do our part in the community. Let's go ahead and check out comments. Rainy says, "Queen Tulsa, hey, love. Hey, how are you? Oh, my goodness. You supported our goal. So we got one goal. Rainy supported our goal. Let's give you a thank you right quick, and we will be right back. Yes. Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle. Thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, who would be watching? Thank you for tuning in. Listen here, I want to say that I really appreciate you for that. Listen here, we love the support around here. Okay. And listen here, they want her to be unalive, shaking my head. Absolutely. And you know what? It's a lot of that going on. And listen here, speaking of They want her to be unalived. I'm going to come back here in a little bit to give you guys more context on that Naziah Harris case. And I want you all to know this. um have you all seen that show called Snapped, when either of the parties has snapped in a situation? And I feel like that's what happened in Naziah Harris's case. But I want to give her, I'm gonna dedicate just a show to that, because we really have to get into the mental, how people are thinking and how people are moving. And Rainey, once again, thank you for your contributions to the channel. Didi Gabor says, I love everybody, but I can't see myself dating a man knowing he was DL. And see, this is the thing. This is the thing. I want to say this. Women get left behind in so many situations. When you talk about, when you go back to women's voting rights and things of that nature, women really weren't protected. And there's plenty of songs out here that says this is a man's world, and man this, man that, man he's head of the household. And I feel like they put out so much rhetoric to where men get more power than I kind of feel like they deserve. Because when you talk about, okay, there are some powerful women. When we think about single parent households and the mother had to help hold it up, I mean, let's talk about it. A household is a job in itself, right? Raising family, raising kids, and a job in itself. And then to say that you're doing all this and you still have you to take care of, and you still have you to nurture, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like women, we don't, as a whole, get the credit and props that we deserve. And that's, all women, right? And we'll get to that here in a little bit. But I wanted to play give you guys another clip. This was something that I did find online, and I feel like it's so relevant to what we're talking about. So, Didi Gabor, I'm so glad that you come in, because that leads me right into my next slideshow. So let's go ahead and take a listen, and
If
we'll be
you
right.
hate women, just say that. If you aren't into women, just say that. How is it that you get in relationships with these women, but here it is, you got more time to kick it with your homies? You stay out in the street with grown ass men. You would rather be out in the street with grown, hairy, smelly men running around for days versus being up under some warm covers with your soft woman. Here it is. You want to continuously take trips with grown ass men when you could be on a resort vacationing, rubbing some soft feet and some soft butt, but you want to be around a whole bunch of beards and big shoulders and backbone. Are you kidding me? If you
Now, once again, this is a disclaimer. This is just for educational purposes. We're just giving different points of view, seeing where different people are coming from, because, I love my heterosexual community. I love all communities, right? But I just kind of feel like with our heterosexual community, you guys confuse us so much, because one minute, you're feeling a certain type of way, and then the next minute you're at a campaign, supporting, a gay affair, and, one of someone that looks like you, and you just give them all this attention and you want to help them, when we have women out here that are missing, that are being abused and things like that. But you guys will sit back and you will make commentary, you will laugh a person, you will drag her, you won't help her. But let it be a man, you are going to run to his defense without no hesitation. I'm going to run this back for the people that are just now coming in.
you and the men, just say that. If you don't like women, if you hate women, just say that. If you aren't into women, just say that. How is it that you get in relationships with these women, but here it is, you got more time to kick it with your homies? You stay out in the street with grown ass men. You would rather be out in the street with grown, hairy, smelly men running around for days versus being up under some warm covers with your soft woman. Here it is. You want to continuously take trips with grown ass men when you could be on a resort vacation and rubbing some soft feet and some soft butt, but you want to be around a whole bunch of beards and big shoulders and backbone. Are you kidding me? If you and the men just say that, if you don't like women, just say that. How the fuck is it? You are exchanging bodily fluids with your woman, splitting bills with your woman, but you prioritize your homies before her. If you don't like women, just say that. You'll get up out of your bed at 2 o'clock in the morning because the homies got an issue, but you won't even inconvenience 15 minutes of your day during work hours for your woman. You weird, goofy freakers.
I think I'm crazy. Okay, so listen here. Y'all heard what he said. I want to go back up and then I want to look at some of these comments. And I know Rainey just typed in the chat. She wrote a comment. She says, women will jump in front of a bullet to protect men. And we see that all the time, y'all. We see that here, even on YouTube, right? But it's like when the women are in battle, when a woman needs somebody to protect her, right? I don't care what her past is because as we can see, nobody cares what a man past is if it's something going on. How many times do you see Black women at the front lines when there is tragedy going on? Okay, let's get into it. When a Black man gets locked up and things like that, the Black woman is down there. She better not be late for visitation. She better have some money on the phone. She better have commissary. But she don't get no protection out here. That's a problem. There are men that want to be with women, and I feel like some of you guys need to come on up out of that closet, own your stuff, and let these women have thriving lives. They done been through enough trauma with their dads. Some of them, I can't speak for all, but it reflects, dating you reflects what their upbringing was. We got to take back our community. We got to take back we got to have some integrity about ourselves, people. Right? We got to take back our community. It's okay to be you. It's okay to be free. It's okay. But don't sit up here and string somebody along through your mess. I don't think that that's fair at all. Let's read some of these comments. Someone says, literally divorcing a download narc as we speak. She says he had all the time in the world for his boys, but literally never wanted to spend time with me or our children. He used me and the children as a beard. Someone says, I don't get this world is, I don't get it. This world is getting scarier every day. Someone says, I know a dude spent his birthday with his boys talking about it landed on his birthday and he hasn't seen his boys in years. I was like, what? You don't want to see me on your birthday? And he barely called me. Someone else says, that's why I moved on from my narc ex to my current boyfriend. It's the difference between being non-monogamous and being on the DL. Someone says, we broke up a month later. They selfish as F and don't. Oh, it says they selfish as F and want to use women for financial, emotion, no, and sexual reasons. All for a cover up, shaking my head. So that's what the people are saying. The people are sounding off. The people are definitely giving it up. Let's see. Okay.
Just like women. So I met this boy, cool friends, like he was sweet. We talked every day, we talked for hours. Um, he was a real gentleman. He would check on me, check on my son, just very gentleman. He's a real good gentleman. very kind, open doors, all types of stuff, right? So we got to the point, or he got to the point where he started sending me videos. And in these videos, one video in particular, usually you kind of get if you're not into it, you start looking in the background of the video or just looking around. So I was looking around in the video, and in the background of the video, it was two men doing it.
People of God message. This is part 2 of indications that you are with a down low man. Not only that, this additional layer will be about the spiritual significance and what spiritual things happen to you when you are engaging in intimacy with a down low man. The mixing of spiritual energy with a down low person or man results in a bloated stomach. Your stomach will start to become unusually big. You'll have a lot of bloating because spiritually, what's happening is that this man is engaging in intimacy with another man. And so when he engages in intimacy with you, there are negative energies, demonic forces that will come into you, and they will cultivate and be in your womb. Um, you find that when women who are engaging and indulging with down low men have this bloating in their womb, women will often feel things moving in their womb and they are not pregnant. Um, and, we have a saying, it's like a spiritual belly, like a spiritual child. It's a force, a negative energy that collects because of the idea that the man that you're being intimate with is engaging in gay relationships with other men. So, um, you get this womb movement, um, you get this oppressive force in your womb. Things are moving. It feels like wind, or it can even feel like fetal movements. What it is a culmination of demonic energy that's now sitting in your womb because of um, the down low man being intimate with other men. You'll also, another spiritual significant thing that will happen to you when you're being intimate with these down low men is that there's a lot of dreams that you will have of going backwards. You'll be dreaming that you're in school again. You'll be dreaming that you're in an old car. You'll be thinking about old clothes. You'll dream old clothes. You'll say to yourself, why do I feel like, I'm going backwards in my dream? Why am I dreaming about way back when? Because this down low man um, oftentimes is exchanging energy, your energy with his energy, and then you are also exchanging energy with another man that you don't know, um, and they are taking your energy, your good clean energy, and they're utilizing it amongst themselves, thereby putting you in a hole because they're drawing from you spiritually, uh, together when they are being intimate. Okay. um, Usually, a lot of times down low men, the lover will be in plain sight. So you and your husband, your boyfriend, your significant other, the friend will always be the lover. And the more that the friend is present in your relationship or in your lives, meaning that they visit your house, your significant other is constantly going out with them,
and they do this in your face, and you are thinking that it's a friendship when really they are having a relationship right in front of you. So for some women, if you are in an intimate relationship with a man and then he has this close friend that's constantly on the phone with him, constantly visiting the home, constantly he's going out with him, you know, they are in a relationship, and they know amongst the two of them what they are up to. They know that they are using you as a sacrifice, quote unquote, to rob you of your spiritual energy so that they can share it amongst themselves. Another another spiritual sign is that you will feel as if someone is being intimate with you in the wrong area of your body, and you are alone, and all of a sudden you'll get these you know, experiences. You'll have this feeling as if you're being interrupted in the wrong space in your body, right? And that is a real direct sign that your intimate partner is on a down low situation. They do have a same sex relationship. When they are engaging in their intimacy, you feel it, and you feel the sensation of that. Okay. So, and spiritually, this is not good for you because they are drawing your energy out of that place in your body. Amen. That's how your energy is coming out of you, because they are intentional during their intimacy to draw your energy. They're focusing and concentrating on taking your energy. That's why you're feeling as if you're being intimate in the wrong place of your body while they are being intimate off on the side. Okay. Realize that a lot of these down low men are warlocks. They have done some initiation process concerning, you know, same sex relationships. That was a part of their initiation. So, as warlocks, they're open. They know how to cast spells. They know how to bring about a lack of spiritual consciousness. They know how to shut down your spiritual eye. Many of these men, they vet women, they watch women, so that they know, okay, before they even approach you, they're casting a spell to close your eyes so that you don't see the real person. You don't see the reality of what they're really into. And so you being so in love, quote unquote, or mesmerized, quote unquote, you don't see that they are really of the other sexual persuasion. You only see what they want you to see, because they are casting spells. They are doing things to cover your consciousness, cover your spirituality. This is why a lot of times many women, they'll get with someone who is a down low man, and all of a sudden they stop dreaming. They stop having a spiritual relationship with God, with the Holy Spirit of God. It's almost as if something blinds them. It's shut down. That is because it's intentional. The person that you're with does not want you to see the real um, the the person that you're with doesn't want you to see the reality of who they really are. So they intentionally spiritually close your eyes, your spiritual eyes, so that you cannot see. So you see, spiritually, to engage with a man who is of another sexual persuasion is very dangerous, because spiritually it has big ramifications. You're often left with this spiritual stomach that is moving, things are going on. You lose the capacity to spiritually communicate and, you know, receive messages through the Holy Spirit of God. Meanwhile, you know, your energy is being siphoned too at the same time. So there's a lot of things going on. women of God, I'm asking you to be careful. Open up your discernment. Really look into who you are engaging with and what are the outcomes of that engagement. Amen.
All right, so let's get into some of these comments. Someone says, "Oh my God, I was just feeling this today, and I left him on Sunday, and I took a test. It was negative. Since I left him, he had a friend that he would spend the night at his place, and he told me if I ever tried to come between them, he would leave me. Me not knowing what was going on, I believe that place was really like his second home, and the guy was like family. The friend had jealous energy towards me." Wow. Okay. Someone says, "I began losing excessive amount of weight, bad bowel movements. My nervous system was unregulated, and I had dreams, and my intuition is so strong I couldn't fight it off anymore. The truth will reveal itself through dreams as well. This conversation has come up too many times now. I've been getting too many signs, but I've been celibate. But this is confirmation he was down low for sure. I'm convinced most of them are more reason I'm celibate. If they have a homeboy, might be down low. Oh, child. Baby, I know I had a boyfriend and baby he had this so-called best friend and it was like that. Him when it was him and his homeboy time, they needed their time. Honey, it was a lot. It was even like it was a situation to where this download dude, me and him was together. My cousin worked at this strip club. He was a security guard there. Him and my cousin end up getting in connect. But I had introduced my cousin to him. Ladies, never introduce your family to your man. Somebody that you're serious about, and you know that they loosened it as a goose. Miss KCM. Oh, ooh, hey baby, good to see you. Our royals are definitely showing in. Listen here, y'all. If y'all can help me reach my goal, I made a goal today. I got a super sticker from Rainy. Thank you so much, Rainy. And then I also from the Clean Toasted Tabloids, my second channel. I did do it from there. So we just need three more. If we can get three more people to give us $4.99 or $5, we can make our goal on this live. And guess what? If we make our goal on this live, I'll do a live giveaway. I do have some things that I do want to give away. But listen here, back to the story. So yeah, it was my cousin. She had danced at the same club. Anywho, it was just him and her end up communicating or whatever. His best friend, uh, he, oh my goodness, now it's all making sense. I called him and I was like, well, he's trying to hook up with my cousin and he's telling me he want to have a, whatever, whatever. And he was like, well, why don't you? I was like, no, that's my cousin. Why would I have a three-way with her and my man? So it was just like the little jabs and a little side stuff that he would be saying. But yeah, his girlfriend moved on. And guess what? So my boyfriend and I'm gonna say his boyfriend, his girlfriend, and I had the same birthday. I'm gonna reach out to her. I'm gonna have a conversation with her and see what the tea is on that. But she's happily have a baby in a different relationship. Someone else in the comments says this is facts. The best friend will also seem jealous of you in a feminine way. The bloating is true. The warlock part also. And see, that was the thing. His little friend, he would get so upset about me. Like he wanted to meet me. He did meet me, but child, that dude is definitely on the down low. And you know what? I want to say this. It's so dangerous because one night the best friend decided to try to get up into our relationship. And child, I tried to run him over with my car. I tried to run that man over with my car. I didn't try to run him over with my car, but he got in the way and I'm trying to leave. So yeah, it can get very dangerous. It can get very dangerous. So that's why I feel like it's always important to be honest. Whatever it is that you're doing, give the person a chance, give the person, a choice. And I feel like if you do things that way, um, it's so much easier on you. Now, speaking of things that are much easier on you, child, I gotta bring up this next story. It was not in the cards. but it was in the cards. Okay. And just like that, we allegedly have another Walter problem. Shout out to the Pink Pop Box. Says, oh, did we follow them? The Kempire is reporting on their page most magnificently that allegedly that the big news drop at the Potomac reunion in regards to TJ is that allegedly Stacey is late on paying his bill for him to show up. 2 months behind, allegedly. I mean, I got the vibe TJ might be dipped in the well of Walter. I just felt it. It's like you get that feeling and you just know the camera doesn't lie. Get into it. This will all be revealed at the reunion, but I'm like, did Stacey go to Kenya Moore School of Storyline Creation? I laughed so hard. If this is the big reveal at the reunion, it's going to be so embarrassing. Child, listen here. Rent a man, pay for a man. Listen here. Are we really surprised? Are we really surprised? We all know somebody that is set up here and paid a man to be with them, girl, knowing that the man wasn't no good and she just didn't want to be by herself. And child, she did what she had to do to keep that man. Okay. And speaking of keeping that man, a Naziah Harris story. Her aunt, Shannon Harris, yeah, she was one of those. Listen here, I want to thank you all so much for your time, your support, and your dedication to coming by and checking out this show. Listen here, we did not meet our goal today, but we will in the future. I want to thank you all for coming by. Our supporter, Rainy, and also our backup channel, Queen Tulsa Tabloids. Make sure you all are subscribed. The links are in the description. I want to say have a pleasant day on purpose, and I'll see you on the next broadcast. So